Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. This is our very last video of year 2. We are about to head into year 3. You can see it's 6:30 in the evening, so we can attend our New Year's Eve festival basically at any time now. But as is my tradition, I usually like to go over some of my stats and assets at the end of every season, and I think we have had quite the year. Going into year 3, we're going to have just over $250,000 to work with, which is fantastic because we have lots of upgrades to look forward to. We're going to start growing crops again. We might be able to get some more animals. Really, we have tons and tons of possibilities, and that little boost of cash is going to help us right along. We now have all of our pets available to us. We've been feeding our wild animals, and we've made some really good progress there. I cleaned up my field a little bit last night after I finished recording, and a little bit during the day today, and you can see that we have 237 pieces of lumber in our shed, which is fantastic. Again, that'll give us some great help as we get Gannon to build us a few things going into year 3. We're only missing a few mushrooms and gems to be able to complete all of those items shipped through our shipping bin. I've done lots of cooking this year. I've really honed on my cooking abilities. And we're doing things like working on our fishing slowly. It is taking a while, it is happening, but it is very slow and very gradual. We won our mining festival this season, which was great. We got some people to build a snowman with us, finally. And of course, the biggest highlight in winter, of course, was that we finally got married to Witch Princess. Looking at our assets here, our revenue and our expenses, overall, I think I did okay in wintertime. And you can see as the year went on, we got more and more money, and we sort of got more and more successful. So we didn't spend more than we made at all this whole year. We weren't in the red at any point, which is great. And we've come a long way from the earnings we made in the spring and summer compared to the earnings that we made in the fall and the wintertime. So $200,000 in the wintertime is not too bad, considering that it was mostly mining and animal products and the like. I already kind of had a look at my animals not too long ago because we were dealing with some sick barn animals. I am happy to report when I did check in on them earlier, none of them had become any more sick. I didn't have any more sick animals. All the ones that I had previously cured were healthy. The chickens are all good. Like I said, we got our last pet this year, our cat. We still have a long way to go with its affection. We're still going to have to be very patient with that. I think aside from the cat festival, we are going to have a fantastic chance at winning all of our animal-based festivals going into year 3. I think we'll be able to win our horse festival again. I think we'll be able to win our dog festival again. We have sheep and cows at full maxed out hearts. We've got chickens that should be able to win. So that'll be excellent. Hopefully we can win ourselves some more wonderfuls. I haven't really gone into great depth about cooking just because I've been working on that sort of in my own time. I am still missing a lot of recipes. Obviously, you can see that there's still a lot of holes here, But believe it or not, I have learned some recipes. I have actually filled out this book a little bit more in the wintertime. And my cooking skills have definitely improved. I've been making food, mostly for mining, so I can go mining. And by cooking the same dishes over and over again, even if they're not difficult, it does increase your cooking level, and you can attempt the more difficult, more complex dishes. So maybe that will give us an edge when it comes to our cooking festival in the summertime. No promises, but we do have access to more recipes now, and we are a little bit better at cooking. So I just have to keep at it, and the more ingredients I have access to, the more I can fill out my cookbook. Don't really have a lot to say in terms of fishing. You all sort of know my routine by now. I usually fish off screen during festivals, just so that you don't have to watch me fish, because it's very, very boring. And I've been hiring the ducks to do a lot of fishing for me. So I've been using some of their fish to use as gifts and in cooking and to ship for a bit of extra cash. And every time I ship fish, I get points towards my fishing skill overall, and I'm at a point now where I can catch a lot of medium fish, and by the time summer rolls around, we may actually be able to start catching some large fish, which might give us an opportunity to also win the fishing festival, which I would love to do because I've never won it before. If we just take a really quick look at our animal products tab, this is all of the animal products that we've shipped overall. You can see here that we are now up to 92 mayonnaise shipped, which means that I only have to put 8 more eggs through the mayonnaise maker in order to get a sunstone from making 100 mayonnaise through the maker, which is great. So we've been able to turn our eggs into a little bit more profitable product, which has been fantastic. And we've also started to do the same thing with our milk. So we now have the cheese maker, the yogurt maker, and the butter maker. Slow going, of course, because we only have 2 cows, and that's an awful lot of product to make. But we will have to keep our eye out on these products, how many we've made and how many we've shipped, so that we'll be able to anticipate getting ourselves some more sunstones. We've also made just over 30 yarn through our yarn maker as well. And then if we just kind of briefly go through the friendship tab, I feel like I went over this when it was our birthday, but even though I've decreased the amount of socializing that I do in a day, I still think we're in a really good place with villagers. I still do try and sort of talk to everybody if I can, at the very least. Friendships probably aren't as great as they could be with some people, just because I don't always give out gifts. But the fact that I have hearts with all of the sub-villagers, as well as some hearts with our traveling villagers, makes me feel good. It makes me feel like nobody's getting neglected, nobody's getting left behind, everybody's included. And I am still making it so that the villagers aren't going to ignore me, at least. So if I have a gift for them, if I want to pass something off to them, if I want to increase their hearts, they will accept gifts from me, and I don't have to worry about them potentially ignoring me. So that's sort of where we're at. And I think it was a fantastic year. I think the fact that I took a month-long break from recording this game and I was able to hop back on the wagon so quickly and get back into this game so quickly and still figure out what I was doing and be successful is a really, really good thing. I have absolutely breezed through the winter season. I recorded all of it in less than a month, basically. I played and recorded all these videos in less than a month. I did lose about a week of winter in total between blizzards and my wedding, but I still think I've done fairly well for myself, and I'm very excited to go into year 3. So we're gonna have some hot noodles with everybody. Of course, because this is a late festival, I wasn't able to talk to anybody today, so I might as well make my rounds and speak to everybody. And look at that, which princess is here? Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Normally when you get married, your spouse will come to every single festival, even if it's a festival that they previously didn't attend. And I wasn't sure if which princess was actually going to be here, because she and Wada are the only 2 villagers that you will never ever see at a festival. Even Shay and Elisa and Nathan will come to certain festivals, and Witchkin as well, but you'll never see Witch Princess at a festival. So I am really happy that she's here, just hanging out with everybody, and she actually looks pretty excited to boot, which is even better. I'm happy that that's the case. I'm happy that she's just sort of normal, blending in, adapting to being married to a human. I'm not going to bother with fishing because we have back-to-back festivals. Of course, we have this festival to end the year, and then tomorrow morning when we wake up, it is also a festival for New Year's Day. So Chen will give us some buckwheat flour and send us on our way. And then, all of a sudden, just like that, everything is green again, and it is spring. We are now into year 3, so it's a pretty busy looking calendar. We've got a few things to look forward to. I would be very, very curious to see if Witch Princess will dance in the Harvest Goddess Festival. I really hope that she does. We have Spring Harmony Day, we have the Sheep Festival, the Horse Festival, and the Spring Crop Festival, which is awesome. I am stoked at the possibility of maybe earning 3 Wonderfuls in this season, because I think we'll be able to win all of these. I don't think any of these will be a problem. So we kind of have a festival a week, almost, in spring when you think about it. We've also got lots of birthdays here, and I think I'll be very busy. It'll be strange to go back to crop care, seeing as how it's been a while since I've done much with crops. And I wonder if I have anything to get myself started today. I do not. For some reason, I only purchased seeds for the summertime, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here and prepare my field. I'm going to go get everything ready because today's festival for New Year's Day is a day festival. So fortunately, that means that after 6 o'clock, if we choose to go to this festival, Chen will be open. So if I spend the day getting my field ready, I should be able to purchase seeds from him after that at that point, and then plant everything and still be on track. And I'll be interested to see what choices I have for the spring season, if we have any new crops. And I'm going to go over tree care and anything else that I need to cover as we go into spring of our 3rd year. So I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are too. Thank you all so very much for your support and for watching me through another year in this game. We are definitely going to have a whole other year to get through, so if you're loving this Harvest Moon content, I will definitely keep it coming. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you next time.